It's like icons. What do you do
We
with
are
the
live.
icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air.
You don't believe certain icons have the power to make change, to think differently, to be bold, to inspire others? Artistry? You're one of them.
On the good foot. Ha!
Right, so while I've been setting up, you've been listening to Jim Carrey. What he did on stage was the price he had to pay, must see. I've just had to link up Indiglo because I was on SPL's Pro by accident. Too many accounts. Bear with me, so we've got that sorted. I want to drop the links into the live streams. That's here now, thank goodness. I can sort that out 1 minute now. Will get me in an echo. Comments, top chat. It's important that I do this together because I've got not a lot of time and there's many jobs to be doing. Stan, I will be talking to you very soon. Becky and Co, I will be talking to you. The water will be getting sent out later. What do we do today? That's what we're watching now. Hang on. Check that that works. All right, yeah. Copy. That's gone into the feed there. So welcome. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for being patient. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 points to cover. I've had a few issues this morning. I've had to be sorting out the clutch and iron horse repair or investigation for hydraulics, clutch, stuff like that. Monday morning, last thing you need, but I'm in high spirits, fully charged from yesterday. Let me get some aqua. 1 minute. Big thanks and love for everyone. It's the 20 odd that came to the, or 19, 21-ish I think it was, that came to the event conference. That was truly unique. Thank you all for that. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to give your feedback, comments and so forth, then do so on here if you haven't done already. I arrived late last night, about 8:30, after recovery and so forth, and put my bags down and then just had a chill with Anne-Marie and Yanka and an early night. Got up today at 12 after 2 nights of 5 hours sleep each, and had a 12-hour kip, so I'm a little bit you know, fresh. So I want to say thanks, big love, excellent. Thomas, Lewis, Lauren, the main organisers there, all in here, a couple of them on here, but we go thanks for that. We got some good shots, good pictures of amazing performances. Ourselves, those will be kept private. Anybody who has those images and pictures of events and things we did, then put them into the chat thread that we're in the private chat thread here and here. If you're not on Facebook and you're just on YouTube, we'll email them about. All right, so we will record that and say it went down a good success, no events, no injuries, no accidents, positivity, good chat, good people, good environment, good music, good setup, safe and secure, professional. We kept to the part there of the you know, the honour and what we did, and we were very proud to have been there. The directions, they could have been a little bit better, going down country lanes that aren't tom-toms or sat-navs, Google Maps, down bridle paths. We had an iron horse, an American RV breakdown on a little tiny A road, stuck there for 7 hours. This is just an idea of the calibre of the guys that we were managing with, the men that we was you know, around and had the pleasure to be with. They heard that one of the American RVs had broke down. It was automatic, it was on an A road, it was possibly a fuel pump failure, and it'd been there quite some time. I was travelling down in my iron horse and had to pull up and make some calls. I had a diversion and roadblock in front of me. It's an eventful night. We had a lot of issues and hurdles. One of the guys, Thomas's mate, Harry or someone, went out, I think maybe not Harry, and went and did the temporary repair and got the 40-foot, I don't know how many ton, very low, automatic RV to the site. So you know, the thing we can do when we get together was evident there. The guy got quoted 800 from a local recovery company to bring him 20 miles. So that gives you an idea of the gravity of the situation. And then I went to set off. I had no gear selection on the Turan, and I rang up the AA. I had to wait 3 hours with brother Albert. Albert was the first one to buy a ticket. Albert was the last one to leave with me. So no, I left and put the Iron Horse in first gear, turned on the engine, and then it picked up. I drove all the way out, travelled out to the main road to help the recovery guy. You didn't have to come down the bridle path with all the potholes in and that and try and navigate. And I left Albert there, so respect Albert. Much love to you all, Tube and Facebook. So that's the review. We'll give you more in-depth reviews and we'll discuss on that, you know, near the time and the videos that we put up, the events and the performances. I hope you enjoyed that and got an idea of what we was doing, where we was, how it was laid out. It was next to an army base, so the RAF, so we saw stealths and Lancaster bombers, and like you just see stealths every day, I know, Eurofighters, tornadoes, all kinds of crazy machines that the military own. A stark reminder, a Tony Stark reminder that technology is coming in now, we're looping. Wow, Elon Musk and Tony Stark, we'll get to that later. I've roughly got an hour, then I need to get off because I've got a hydrogen doctor appointment about 3:30. It's going to be compressed and fast, and we'll update and go through it later. Again, maybe with Andy. The helicopters, the army, what force they've got. Yeah, a couple of comments on the field. Yeah, this is what they've got. What have we got? We've got honour, integrity, you know, the righteousness. Yeah, I die, I live again. I'm not going out there to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to be taken away. I don't want to incite any war. Don't want to be involved in any war. Don't want to be considered a combatant. Not looking for any violent confrontations. I'm looking for a universal, peaceful, non-sectarian remedy where we declare all the world's resources common heritage again. No violence, no nothing. So, yeah, war, military, planes, show of force. Yeah, it's quite interesting to see. I've never seen a stealth flyby, escorted with whatever they were, fighter, tornadoes, military display, testing out. They weren't doing it for us. We're not that arrogant to say, oh yeah, they're scaring the sovs in the field. We're small fry, but still. Technology, Tony Stark, Jim Carrey, Killed by My Debt, Martin Lawrence, you know what I mean, Dave Chappelle. There's a lot of connectivity come through of this weekend, and it circles in with what I want to update you with. I'd also like to talk about the post with regards to council tax remedy and the way that you'd remedy it using public acts and doing it with a corporate, with a body corporate. You do what you want, to be fair, but I would expect that we would at least explore and discuss the private options and how to articulate this status, capacity, standing, claims verified, who is liable for what, using the civil procedure or the court procedure rules. And I would like to know, if you're not going to use that, why wouldn't you consider? Goes out to Liam Palmer, who posted it, Tobe Lee, and I don't know who else now it was. Someone I used to talk to a lot. Terry, someone was it maybe? So yeah, not having a go, but I do feel like crying after all the work. So we'll have a look at that. Why you'd consider that? Marriages. What did I catch Dave Chappelle saying? Little sketch show, going, "Oh baby, I love you. You're the love of my life, and you know, you're my soulmate. I want to be together." You know, but were you just like, you know, you just sign it here, just so it's all prim and proper. You put, you know, even though I love you, I'm dedicating it with my heart and my intent and everything. There's a signature that's required. Yeah, tells you that straight away, doesn't it? So we're going to post the links about that. I'll look at the comments from the tube later. David, I will focus on what I want to focus on. You may produce your own video and focus on what you want to focus on. For the time I have this, and I've got a lot to do. I've got too many jobs and not enough time, so here we go. What we're doing now is fulfilling a prophecy and building our kin a legacy. That's the way I see it. So what's come out of chats is some kind of the prophecy. You guys look at the thumbnail that I've used on the video for the YouTube icon thumbnail. And it's about a prophecy. What prophecy? The prophecy that we've all known about, and we all know about, but we don't know how to stop it or get out of it or to correct it without getting violent, disobedience in a criminal way, getting public liability for criminal actions that are civil and getting locked up for it. It's just a massive mess. So what we're saying here is there is a prophecy of some kind in all continents, in all religions, across all cultures. How you get to that, I don't know. We've got our way, and that's what we're saying here. Jim Carrey stepped out recently, and I've posted you the link then. Let me just check, because I've got 4 screens, 2 mobiles and 2 laptops. I'm going to go fast but articulated, and then we'll get back to it later, or we might just get it all done in time. Liability orders, yes, Leon Palmer, that's what I would like to talk about there later. Alright, so you've got the link for John. Yeah, I'm going to be careful about all of the families and names and stuff, but John, on this one, Jim Carrey doesn't exist. Yeah, well, I'm telling you, you're not telling me. I'm here to tell you today, and then we're going to reflect afterwards. So you guys with your feed on the tube, and you guys, I'll get to that after. I would like to, haven't got enough time to be too in depth. I appreciate your comments and I want them, but I don't think you guys got the Jim Carrey one. So will the real Jim Carrey please go into Sovereign Paralegals and make himself known? Here we go. I may have put it in and I may have missed it. You've got it, and we're going to do it at the same time. Chat room, you've got it there. Let's move on. Please watch that. And I know I haven't got much time. I've got to lay out my day to suit me. You do yours to suit you. It's all recorded. Pick it up at your leisure. This is now a time convenient for me with the day that I've got, as it's a Monday and there's a lot going off after the event. Jim Carrey, Dave Chappelle, Martin Lawrence, Hollywood, icons, and they've all come out of it. The Dave Chappelle I'm going to put in now for you then. Oh wow, wait, this is not going to work. Right. Yeah, and I'll get the links in for you, so it will work. And then we'll have a chat and I'll go through your comments. Elon Musk is the real life Tony Stark. That was quite interesting to read about the Hollywood and the films. They build up Elon Musk and they get into, well, you got some videos to watch here and some information to digress. And once you've done it, we'll have a hangout and we'll review it on the hangout. So now you want Dave Chappelle. That's what one then, the tube. And that's one. I'll get them from the Book of Faces. So this interview, it's called This Interview Made Dave Chappelle a Marked Man. Yeah, it's with a famous chat radio host. It involves Tupac, Dave Chappelle, Martin Lawrence, and the channel is Stranger Than Fiction, which I've subscribed to. Interesting, great channel actually. Don't claim it to be my own work, so that's for you guys to watch on Tube there. And I've already put these in the Book of Faces. Now moving on to for you to watch that one, which is insightful in itself. Please have a look at that and review it. Make your own mind up. I'm not going to tell you what to think. I'd like to know what you think. That's how we roll. So wait there though, because it's a little bit confusing with all these accounts and screens. You want it now. That was called This Interview Made Dave Chappelle a Marked Man. So for Book of Faces, you've got that there. Right, next video.
About you, your friends and people share about you because you collapsed in a coma.
I'm doing great. I thank God.
Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle. Good boys, bad boys he started off in. You know, look at what's happened and where he's gone, what's been claimed. If you know anything, and that's great, we'll put that in. But they also mentioned Eddie Murphy in this and what Eddie Murphy knows. We'll also reference One by One, Diane Jesse Miller, Rick Mail, what they said about population 2030, every 13 out of 14 man will be dead. There's a cull coming. We can see the cull, we're experiencing the cull. Let's see if there's any truth to it. It appears that Hollywood now are speaking out and getting quite close to the bone, such as Jim Carrey. You know, that's amazing. First-hand knowledge is what we deal with. We don't know until we review it all ourselves. So very insightful, these videos. Jim Carrey, I've got that for you then. Let me roll down. It's easy for me to do on here and manage, it's faster. Killed by My Debt, right, that's the next one that you're getting. This is a BBC production, it's on YouTube, so I'm using that. I don't know what license or anything, I don't care. To be fair, it's on YouTube on the public domain. For now, it will serve us well. So we go back up, Facebook's getting it, then you're getting it, Tube, bear with me. This is very important. In this, I'd like to discuss the fact that the BBC documentary saying here twice that this moped that's on HP purchase is needed for the guy's work. The guy's a courier. He's a young 18-year-old, 19, 20-year-old mixed race guy. He's got some finance. He gets a couple of PCNs because he's delivering hearts, livers, blood for the NHS or NHS Trust, I believe, or a private. I can't remember. I watched it quite late on the festival on my own, or with Albert. Albert fell asleep, and then on my own. 0 contract hours, no rights, no entitlements, no status, no capacity at all in law. You are basically paid to deliver it. When you're carrying the organic blood, liver, is transportation for medical reasons as the courier, you're getting paid. When he's delivered it and he's going back, he's not getting any payment. He had to pay. It's disgusting, basically, and I'm going to remain calm, but get it watched and download that, please. I'm not telling you to, I'm just saying, save that. We need to reference this and articulate it. You don't say on national BBC propaganda programming that the bike is, because the kid goes to get on it, and he goes, no, if you get on that, you are going to be charged with stealing private property. And the kid's like, it's my bike, and he's like, no, it's not. I've got an order for taking control of goods. And I'm like, well, I'm shouting at the phone a bit here, and they're pointing, have made it like they do. The sheriffs are coming in, the bailiffs are coming, and like they did with Chrissy Morris, when Channel 4 put Chrissy Morris on, they've edited it slyly, because you know who makes them, and they've given just enough to scare you and make you think nothing will work. I'd like to argue this. Please watch it. Get your pen and paper out. Tube, Facebook. We're going to have a hangout together, and if you're interested, you'll meet us on the hangout and we'll do this again. But first, I'm going to outline what we're doing and the gravitas of it and all the subjects. And you might not be interested in all of the subjects. You might be interested in just 1 or 2. Pick that, work on it. Give me and Andy and the fam your feedback. I'm next going to go for a video that was not as apparent as it should be, involving Elon Musk and UFOs and so forth, but it's like transhumanism, and Elon Musk has come out and said humans must merge or become irrelevant in AI age. Here we go. Guys, I'll put airplane mode on. Mark, sorry, busy. He'll come back. You can't turn airplane mode on Messenger, can you? So, Elon Musk, Tony Stark, humans, transhumanism. This video is from Stranger Than Fiction again. Let me find his channel, Stranger Than Fiction. And we want, this is why I never told you about this. Wait. Let me go on his channel. I did have these linked up, but I've done it the wrong way, so still a bit tired, as you can see from the festival, which was excellent. Well worth to be tired. Thank you, guys. Peace and love. Here we go. I've got it. Facebook. Have a go with this one. It's not just about UFOs. Be wary of titles on there. You know. Come on. Right. Slow down. There we go. Please watch that. This one is about, yeah, you'll just watch it and see. That's to do with what they're doing now. Tony Stark versus Elon Musk. Who is it that plays? Oh, what's his name? I'm not even bothered about him, but that's how bad I am. Tony Stark played by, come on, it's on the tip of my tongue. I feel embarrassed, but I don't care. Iron Man, yeah. Robert Downey Jr. So Robert Downey Jr. and watch this, and Elon Musk. Fictional. We're talking fictions, yes. Fictions, legal fictions, lawful fictions, implications. Even the fact that Elon Musk may have even been in Iron Man or any of the films and met Tony Stark and put that into your subconscious. What? We're going deep now when we're talking about fictions. We've done the first layer of fictions. Now we're going to point out the fictions that we see elsewhere and how they are being integrated into your mind and sending out rockets and things with machines on with no real... What's the benefit of that? Nothing. It's a joke. Killed by my debt, that's disgusting. We've got a lot to go on there and I've got a lot to say about that. You need to please review it first. As Gumshoe said, I've given you about 4 hours of video and then I wanted to talk to you in an hour, so I wasn't thinking sustained. We'll sort that out. I want both families look at this. We've just both families met in a field in Oxford and yeah, it was really nice. It was really special. We're talking about marriages and licenses, why you'd need a license for a marriage, why you'd proclaim and declare. You know, we don't need paper proclamations. There's auricular law, is what I've said in the videos, which architects design status, standing and capacities. So you are auricular, your power comes from your vocal outburst. So paper declarations, contracts, marriages, you know, love you to bits, but I want you to sign to prove it. No, there's no signature needed, I'm afraid. No signature needed. So see the bits about that. Jim, Martin, Rick Mail, and who else have I mentioned that was in there now telling secrets? Somebody else. But yeah, very interesting. We need to you need to make your notes and give me your points on that. And I tell you now, we are fulfilling a prophecy, and if someone doesn't fulfill something soon, then, you know, I'm not saying that I'm a preacher, I'm not saying I'm a teacher, I'm saying there's too much crap going off now with like what we've seen with the door, what we've seen with doctors, what we're seeing with resignations in the public offices of important, you know, roles. I'm not going to go through Boris and all of that crap again and what they're doing. The EU, the common law, you know, and misunderstanding the way that Crow and Rob S are doing this and what they're saying, and the way that I've had a nudge and done an emergency video update about common law and the protection of the common law court, and some of us in the circle, I can't mention names because they're private, they've given me on good authority, and I've given it to the admins. They're receiving hundreds of emails from guys that are failing using common law. So see the video, I'm not saying all the common law, I'm saying in relevance and in perspective to what I did as the video update, that you'll need to go from Facebook to my tube on Indiglo. And don't forget, we've got SPL Space Pro, but I'm on Indiglo mostly now till we get all this up and running, to check both channels and see that video update and why, and I've put it all outlined in there. Water's getting sent out. You're being spoken to. You don't listen, then you don't listen, that's fine, carry on. But the ones that listen, then we need to have another further chat. Dell, I haven't seen if I could speak to Dell and have a chat with him, or a hangout. That would be the next heavyweight hangout we'd look to hold. Council tax remedy, body corporate, public act law, council tax, corporate, you know, what we're saying here. Let me go back and just see if you think this is a logical way of which, in this day and age, with our present understanding, understanding, alternate, added a new event in Bath. Wow. Right, come on. Slow my stuff down. Let me just read you this. Comments. I'll be particular. So after, is this the one? No, wait there, it could be this. Liability orders are not in the prescribed form. They are not from the court. There's a fantastic question you should be asking the councils and fake debt collectors in the link. Can we start losing the fear on this actively and start taking action, please? So I'm like, what's this? The time bombs under the council tax benefits legal groups, yeah? 2 emerging legal problems that potentially threaten the lawfulness of council tax. And then some guys have commented in here. Someone's written to the Section 151 officer, would you believe, with many questions about a summons and the procedure, but there is no 151 officer. That might be a form that the chief cashier uses for the corporate city council. So the chief cashier is not the 151, but may have forms that 151, 152, 153, 154, so forth and so on, that they use in their job role. So immediately I'll point out 151, there isn't anybody there by that name, and ring up your council switchboard and test it out, yeah, and ask them. Don't believe me, pick up the phone. Hello, speak to the Section 151 officer, please. Oh, there's no. Oh, is there? All right. Okay. Yeah. Maybe. Sorry, I may have made a mistake. May I speak to the chief financial cashier of the corporate, council there, please? Of the yeah, for that. The chief cashier, financial department, bills, monies. Yes, chief cashier, please. Could you go and check? So I pointed out section 151 equals chief cashier. All right then, so check, okay, because they're called different in different councils, it seems. So that's fair enough. And also then I need to put in, I've put the comments, status, standing, agencies, capacities, judges, court. That's on SPOs, so let me post that into the link for those of you that haven't got it, or I seem to have to repeat myself with this critical information that's could be sold for hundreds of pounds. We give it away free as we promised. So this has had 130 views. We're up to 77 subscribers. I need to transfer Indiglo to SPLS space PRO. That's YouTube. Search now. You'll see a SPL's Pro icon with the microphone on. It's this video link. It's housed here. Back to Tube. Oh, there's Leah in the house. Thank you guys. Hello. Much love. It's picked up. Yes, I. Just bear with me while I'm orchestrating this symphony. You're all playing instruments. You're all playing your own instrument. You need to carry on playing your own unique, finely tuned, individual, one-of-a-kind instrument. But I need you to sing a song. We need you to sing this song correctly. And you're all playing from different sheets of music. Now, we've got one sheet of music that we can stick to that should work if you watch what I'm saying and what I'm backing up with and what we're doing and how we've had successes so far. Again, it's a free choice and it's your own decision. But if some man comes along and says this works, this is fast, this is effective, this is quick, we've done it, here's the evidence, why would you not contemplate that? Why would you go back to the same old crap that we've looked at that's you're being run around? You're not, it's like I'm going private, that's it, simple as. My job's done and his job's done. Please just have a go. The next one. I'm giving you all the evidence here. There's something going on. I've told you about the fourth industrial revolution and what we see on that, the blockchain technology, the crypto, the inventor of the Bitcoin, how Bitcoin got used on the deep and the dark web, what's happening in the financial and the monetary side of things. It's a massive circle and you cannot all, one mind, keep an eye on it. So you guys on the tube are feeding it in, I'm feeding it you, we're correlating, cross-referencing, updating. We've got a lot of work to be doing, to be fair. You guys incorporating on the .com now, helping within here, you're posting your interaction and your comments. That's what we need. If you're trying to directly contact me, I'm not going to be free till tomorrow. After the event, I've took 2 days off. I need to catch up, so bear with. You need to help me to help you and utilise the resources of what you've got via ourselves here, the messages, telephone, email, .com and the Facebook. Everything's just going off, so I'll get there. I can do it, but patience is what we ask for. A little bit of patience. And the final one, while we're here, that I'm going to go for, Killed by My Debt, what he did on stage, Hollywood fictions, yes, and then we've got Elon Musk. Yes, I've covered everything. We've said thank you. On time. Council tax, debts, endorsement, offsetting. That Killed by My Debt, that's propaganda, that's unforgivable. Please, yeah, let's get together on this. We're going to incorporate where we're at and what we're moving towards with present releases of documents. The other document that comes with the court status capacities is not there yet. I haven't uploaded that to the .com or Facebook. You've got the architect's design and decoding the matrix, exiting the matrix and decoded the architect. So yes, wow, what a last 72 hours it's been. Truly emotional, electric, good vibrations to everybody that came and attended. Again, I just want to say love and respect, thank you. You did us proud, you did yourselves proud, despite the tribulations that we faced, attending and leaving. Once we was all there, it went smooth as. We was all happy, looked after, we pulled together, and it was a nice little community environment, to be fair. And the boys, farmers, Thomas, Lauren, Lewis, they did us proud, absolutely impeccable. high standards, safety, consideration, planning, yeah, privilege and an honour for on all levels. Yeah, and I've got a bit to catch up with. I've got a hydrogen issue, the box that I supplied on Monday. I need to talk to guys about that and make sure that's all running right, go through some bits and bobs. So what I'm going to do now is, as Facebook and YouTube are on the channel, I'm just going to say this one and then I'll go to tube after. Alright, so what I do here, stay. Naomi, John, David, Craig, how do? Yes, Brother Thomas, thank you for your text. Yes, John, that comment, I won't say what that out is allowed because we're on another channel as well. Muslims were half Chinese because the Korean is made up of the art of war. That's interesting. Jimmy, hello. Delone, stand by. Literally. Albert, yes, brother, how are you doing? Jim Carrey doesn't exist, just a pen name. Yeah, fictional title, hence the name of this this cast, fictional. Gumshoe, seen this rubbish before. The fact is, when he went through his public awakening, he was whistleblowing to the degree he would have been shot, if not a shill. He now sticks to his tongue out TV and yeah, thinks the elite rulers have been appeased. This guy was filming before he did this, yeah. He would never have worked again if that were not puppetry. He will now be loved again. We will see, yeah. Folk will hang on every word again. They create your heroes. What? Trying to reconnect. I do this sometimes. That's why I went to that. It cuts me off sometimes, and there's the proof what it does to you. I'm on the internet, same connection. Look of Faces doesn't like us talking about it, it seems. It's just, yeah. Sorry, temporary disconnection there. I think our time is short. Good point, Gumshoe. You're entitled to that, and I appreciate that. Tracy, Ian, Greg, easy Greg, we need to catch up probably early hours or tomorrow. Let me know when you're free. Sister Kay, Gumshoe. Yeah, it was a shame that Stan couldn't make that. We'll get him there, we're on it. Sister Tina, hello. Did you just censor me? No, brother, no censoring on this show, platform, family, never. There's no censoring. Newlin as well though, what happened to come and see me? Now man is claiming. Yes, thank you, brother Albert. Newlin, yeah, that's what it was about, the debt enforcement collection agency that call themselves bailiffs. There is not one man with billions in the bank who gives a damn about the useless eaters. It's part of the distraction. I'm going to be inclined to agree with that, Gumshoe. I'm going to put in my links in. Mark, I'll get back to you. Bear with me, brother. You just rang when we was live, so send me a message, please. Time is short. Russ, he's a brother. We need to catch up. Let me know when you're free. Message again, if you could. Gumshoe, everything is connected. Yes, it is indeed. Julia Davidson, you're making sense for the first time. Thank you, Julia. We are making sense. You and I, we're all making sense. All councils have a 151 officer, and I believe related to the section 151 of the legislation or the forms. Yes, so we're better off checking, aren't we? I know when I rang up, they told me there wasn't one. Derby, Sheffield, somebody rang up, spoke to Chief Cashier, and I think Sovereign Smith has rang up and have been told he can confirm that later. Check with him. 151. No, sorry, nobody here. So it's a mixture, is what we're finding. So this is good. Nobody is right. Nobody is wrong. Come forward and keep giving us your comments. This is how we work it out. If I was to go around every council and check this, it'd take a while. Yeah. If you're all in different councils and you could pick up the phone and record it or let us know what your outcome is, then we'll find out. Yeah. Seems that they're different. Anything adult care is a charge being added to property that local authorities claim on disability grant funding, even if the claimant is eligible. Guaranteed pension credit. Interesting. To Sister Julia, Fat Boy, hello. Hey, yes, brother Wayne, Dan, and Tracy. Thank you. Cut this short. I'll be back later. Ciao, bello, peace and love. You catch me. I'm still on Indiglo on Tube. If you want to carry on, I'm on there. All right. See you later. Peace and love. Done. Thank you. I'm not doing things twice. Man's not got time, and it's a bit inconvenient. So they're done. They're updated. Let's go to you after I charge. Bringing fictions of Hollywood into fictions of law and fictions of reality and fictions of, you know what I mean? This is the general point of connectivity. All right, guys, who do we have? You've retracted your message. No, I wasn't being horrible, David. I was just letting you know you can't really instruct me and give me jobs to do. I work on my own pragmatic ways and intuitive ways and what comes along with all that. That's all I was saying. I don't mean to be rude or anything, and I'm exceptionally busy on a Monday as it is, and after a conference and festival and 2 days off and a clutch failure, give man a minute, you know what I mean? I have my own agenda and it incorporates you, and yeah, I just wanted you to let you know that no harm there. I have your emails and they're buried under hundreds of others. Again, it's a game of priorities, it's not a preference at all. I'm buried, I'm doing what I can. Hello to P900 Eternal. You'll like it here, D. You will when it's calm and I'm not in such a rush, D. Please review the videos that I've done. Thank you, Sister Cool Pics, and hello to D. Oh, you know her name, so there you go. I'm quite reserved like that. I'll let you guys, you know, if you want to. Yeah, I think the call knock him out. Yeah, it happens. I'm on flight mode, but still. Messenger internet connections can still, yeah, 8:30 I got home, unbelievable, but still at least I got home. Robbie Downey Jr. Eternal, thank you, there you go. One Conscious, peace and love. Parker, easy brother, nice one. Hope the love to you and the family, hope everybody's well. Yes, let me think. Nana, hey, Nana Yomas, thank you. Good afternoon, sister. Wow, yeah. Natural law is the only forward to a good life for all. There it is. It is indeed. You've been ecclesiastically bonded. Now you've been ecclesiastically bonded, you need to unbond yourself ecclesiastically by representing your public in the private, and we're working on that now. That's the next level. If anyone can do it, it's our family. So it's not just going to be me. I've got 80%. It's on the .com in the forum called Claim of Right, Understanding, Notice of Intent, Understanding, Claim of Right, Evidence of Life, Ecclesiastical Deed Poll, Allodial Title, and the 7 or 8 possible attorneys, generals, secretaries, ministers, and cardinals, popes that you'd send, even, and pope too, you'd send your declarations and things off to. So we are ready and poised. We're just not rushing it because we like to go slow. Believe it or not, we like to go slow. I just talk fast. I have a busy monkey brain that will be calmed via meditation soon, and continued medication. Medication? No, meditation. Oh, no, Michi. Sin. Doing well here, thank you. Alright, that's good to hear. One Conscience. Mandy Gold, CEO is 151 officer, isn't it? We're finding out it's both. We're finding out, some say yeah, there's a 151, some say no, there is no 151, and you ask for chief cashier and that's how you get through. So Chief Financial Officer, there you go. Yeah, that's the other one. Thank you, brother. Steve of the McRae clan. Good to see you. Yeah, there's a link's popped in. When you want to know why people are failing at common law in civil matters, let me know. Keep fighting, my friend. Goodbye. Wow, that's what happens when you don't get. When you don't. He told me to do something, and I politely said no. He was trying to handle me in a way through digital media. You don't try and handle Indigo, you don't try and handle David, you don't try and handle the private man, you don't do that, and I apologise, and you know, he's got off. So that's either a massive misunderstanding over a tiny little issue, or I've done the right thing and what's happened has happened. I don't know, but we move on. Nonna giving at Steve McRae, yes, I just got in. We'll watch SPOs one after. Yeah, there's 2 channels there. I'm going to cross over like we are doing Facebook to .com Indigo to SPOs Pro, but as you're all on here and you get the updates, I was notifications, I was on SPOs Pro for 5 minutes, no viewers, so I need to increase that and get it stable enough to transfer over. Just yeah, cool. Don't be sorry for spelling. It's not our fault. We've got a D-based language. We haven't been, you know, given the phonics and etymology. We're speaking in, you know, babble. So it's no wonder the brain doesn't like, you know, when trying to write, and we're all this dyslexics and that going. It's so hard, you know, and words are crazy. We're actually right. It is so hard. The words are crazy. We're probably the natural ones. No offence to anyone else, but we're probably the more attuned naturally ones, that when we're children, offspring, you know, we're at the indoctrination and we're like, teacher, problems and weirdness, and no, it's, sorry, you're just a weirdo, David, you need to go and see this person and look at these cards. And do you know what, it turns out that we were seeing things that we shouldn't have been when we were kids, and the system went, shh, come with us, this man will correct you. And now there's no one to correct us, is there? So we're off again, in a way. How do, Gumshoe? Nice one. Matthews of the Albert. Easy. Dodgy. Afternoon, my brother. Peace and love to you three there. Very special souls there. I know you're all special, but and the only one that hasn't had a fist bump and a hug there is Dodgy, and that's long overdue, my man. Let me and big lad get together and come down. Alright, guys. Yes. That's a good. Peace and love. I missed you early, may have missed it with the other, don't worry, it's all there for recorded to catch up. So yes, lots going off there, lots of very serious and cutting edge, you know. We've got first-hand knowledge, it's out of the mouths of, it's not my interpretation. You listen to them please on them videos. I do need to make sure that you have got them. That Elon Musk and Tony Stark in itself is going to warp your mind, and when you get into it and you go on the Google images and you look for do Google, even though we say to use DuckDuckGo, just so you'll get, most people use Google, so let's see what most people would have returned in the form of results when they use Google, and then obviously go back to your own searching on non, you know, military type engines as such. Fantastic, really is. But it does start off with a little bit about UFOs, that one, and what they never told you about. It's called a UFO for a reason, but it's not like weird stuff. This one is straight on with that UFO that was photographed worldwide that they then said was a rocket, the same rocket that they put the Tesla car that Elon's made into and fired it off. So they built this man up, they've given him an audience. I don't like that, and now they've given him an audience, he's got a loving and a following. He's now coming out saying some scary stuff that we don't want. Is it artificial intelligence? Is it alien intelligence? The eye, the artificial eye, the eye at the pyramid, the all-seeing eye, AI, yeah, that's an eye. Let me just put it to you like this. There is an eye on things, and while we use the dollar note and the Masonic link here with the eye, so that you see physically an eye. So there is an eye on the dollar note, yes? So AI, you see an eye. It's not grammatically correct, it should be an eye. One sees an eye depicted on the dollar bill, on the pyramid, at the top, by the capstone, in a triangle. So, AI. Shut it. What? What do you mean? This was prophesied how many thousands of years ago? An eye. Now, phonetics and etymology man will tell you this, Tube. Facebook's gone. You're the hardcore ones here. You are the ones that do it and run with it, compose, chat, hang out, get involved, email, come to meetings. These guys, well, some of you are all from Facebook. I don't mind if you tell them. I think they're a little bit lazy. I think they're waiting there with their hand out all the time. I think there's a lot of watchers. Joe Rogan, what the hell? Shill, talking about things like, oh, I can't even go there. But anybody that thinks Joe Rogan's genuine, I swear on my, and all that is honourable and wholesome, you need to think again. Go back, please, and ask others what they think. Neil Disgrace Tyson, that I coined from Santos Bonacci. Neil Disgrace Tyson, exactly what he is. Dr. Michu Kachu, Paku, Piku, Maku, Chaku, Makapaka in the Night Garden. Science, BBC, what's he called? It speaks right nice. Doctor, oh, he's a scientist, man, and he speaks like that. He's a bit dangerous too. He's a bit smiley and calm. Oh, he's done a few space things as well. I'm thinking of the turtle on the advert for, oh, it's easily turning off and honourable. What is his name now? It'll come to me in a bit, but As a scientist space, he's not bang on it either. You've got a lot to go through and it's your own choice, but this video is very interesting. Thank you, Stranger Than Fiction. A truly incredible amount of videos, and they are a lot anon links, but it doesn't matter. We are correlating what we've already seen and what we know and what was put on the media, what was outlined in the news, what's happening with NASA, redacted documents that we're seeing 50 years, you know, consecutively on 50 years, every 10 years we're getting a bit more refreshed from what they were doing in levitation and genetics. And even someone sent me a link about Michael Jackson still alive. Check this. And they cloned him, and his clone came out, and that was the 80s with the different colour. And I'm like, shut up. I loved Michael Jackson, as always will. I loved his music, his message, his dancing, and what he said, how he had all this Neverland farm and stuff, his weird videos, Beat It, you know, the comedy outtakes that people did of Michael Jackson, his hair getting burnt with Pepsi, the Michael Jackson Dangerous tour, the events, the money, the history, even the Jackson 5. I had all the tapes and the albums, and I loved that man. And then I've looked into it, and I'm like, oh wow, I'm going to it's a massive sidetrack, but again, it's just like, woo, there's so much to do. There's always, sit there watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, or, you know, Celebrity Love Island, or whatever it is. I'd rather cut my head off with a rusty blade and nail it to a burning piece of wood than go through that ever again. Don't take offence if I come round to your manor or your yard and you're watching it and I say I can't watch this and move out, or ask you to turn it down or off. So yeah, we've got Remedy here. The video, it's only had 130 views. It's on spowspro.com. Will you share that, please? Will everybody try to share that? Let's have a look at the comments, right? What I've done 30 minutes ago. Tell baby. I like that comment. Microphone issue. No, thanks so much from Nonna. We'll give a like to that. A like to that. Thank you, man. Honour and respect to you and yours from Barker. Really well done. Thank you, Barker. Respect, brother. It's not mine. It's all the guys that have said, the group, the family, the interaction on the Facebook, Santos, Walter Vase, all of them. I'm not going to name the names anymore. You know, Richard Ansar helped us. If I name a name now, Richard helped us with the public-private, going from USA to Anglo-UK, Saxon, if you like, public-private, Winston Stroud, Romley Stewart, crossover. Then we've had chats with brother Steve of the McRae clan, and he's helped to an extent just reinforce where we are. And you know, we chat privately, that's between me and him. And yeah, respect to those guys. For the Anglo side of it, Richard and Steve, I can only give you my interaction, experience and knowledge of what's happened and where I'm at and how they've helped us, and we give peace and love to them two brothers, especially because we're on Anglo soil, and for what they do and how much time, experience, knowledge and insight they've put in. But we are not forced to act in any way, and we don't know, as I've said about David, we don't have to do as we are told or requested by randoms. No man has the right to tell another man. It's done. So I've answered that and I've been polite about it, so I'm not upset. I'm going to cry about it. But that was on the what's happening here? Am I still on SPL's Pro? Yeah, I thought we was on Indigo. Let me check. Oh, I am on Indigo. It's alright. That was just I don't know what's going on. Too many screens. I'm still a little bit tired. Didn't drink, didn't take anything intoxicating. I don't. Just overwhelmed is what it is. Yeah, Indigo's live. Alright. Let me check that. 20 watching. Now let me do look at the comments. That was the legal one. Yeah, so we got no comments. I can't see live chat replay. I have to go on here. Oh, I can. Here we go. Oh, wow, let me catch up on here then. This is a bit more up to date, the laptop. Just go in, I'll watch SPO's Pro one. Yeah, got that. I'll do. Eternal Padawan, new viewer, new subscriber even, sorry, I like that. Eternal Padawan, we are grey Jedis, we are neither white nor black, we are somewhere in between. We've gone through that before actually, in the grey area, the grey Jedi theory. Those links don't work on iPad. All right, you've got them. Can you link them in FPV Hangout? Yeah, I can do. Yes, give me a minute or two. I've got a call to make now in Sheffield. Need to catch up with. Yeah, time. Don't worry, we'll get there. Remind. Frank Herbert tried to warn us about AI with June. Well said. Thou shalt not make a machine with the mind of a man. Wow, yes, scary shit this is now. Sophia, search, go to www.singularitynet, all one word, singularitynet.io. Go and research that. Shocking shit there. We made that's the scientists and developers interacted with Sophia. They've changed it now since we've started advertising it over the last 6 months, 9 months. Interesting as hell. Literally as hell. I did that on purpose. Hello, Cox. Brian Cox. Yes, thank you. It was Brian Cox. No respect for that man. No respect for that man. Shit, and they don't tell us, you know. There are no more heroes. No more heroes. You have to be your own. That's the one. Yeah, we are indeed. I'm my own hero. You guys are my heroes. Local hero, British Gas one. Yes, aye. Well, noblemen, sovereign souls, spirits of light, enlightenment, the illuminated ones. Yeah, we are illuminated too. We stand in the light. We are a positive vibration. You know, Steer's got it down. He has, yes, indeed. It's deep, deep stuff. We're getting there. I can't tell you something that I've not researched and got first-hand knowledge of, so I'll tell you who has. What we are slowly understanding, you know, is getting there with the help of what we are doing independently. Yeah, Steve's not teaching me. He's not my mentor. He's a friend, a private friend. That's as it goes. And I'm looking into the trust's legal side of it. Yes, correct. Legal, Trustee Act 2000, custodian trustees, express private trust. Leave it there. Look at your statutory public trusts, and then look at your trusts that I've posted in the links with the Unum Sanctum, Boniface, Innocent Boniface, 1302, 1537, CQV, Unum Sanctum, Bom Shankar. Man's done it, we're there, but now we've got to work out the other bit, the administrative side, who, what, why, Anglo, crossing over. I've even told you in that video, if you're in Australia, what court. I've told you in America, what court. I've told you if you're in Anglo, it's the King's Bench, the Queen's Bench. Yes, so that's your update. There's a lot there, I appreciate. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you've seen the events from the annual conference and Sovfest, incredible. Say thanks, enough thanks to them guys. When I said we'd do a flat earth, contemplate it. I'm not involving these guys. I'm just saying that we can do it ourselves independently, and I will look at renting land, marquees, what we need, generators, land, marquees, you know, a private again, such as this. You've seen what can be done. So I will speak to the guys and say, the team in Oxford, and say if there's a possibility that I could look at renting land there privately again, and you guys want a flat earth conference, or what are we doing? Wow, flat earth. We're not just doing flat earth versus the Copernicus and the heliogeocentric analysis discussion. Anybody that would like to talk, come down, bring, now let me think, laptops, we can power up. We've got RVs, haven't we? And they come with all sorts. So yeah, we can put RVs, power supply to projectors. I've got a projector. We've got generators. So yeah, you want to come down and have a chat or arrange this, and other tubers that have got channels, and let's do it. I've got the capability, and we've done it once. So with our capability, your planning and help, we would organise heliogeocentric talk privately in a marquee. I said that the weather would be good for this Sovfest, and I manifested that, and I'm so glad it came true. I don't claim anything at all, but I tried to say that it would be hot, and we'd had a word with the creator, and everything's going to be good. And to be fair, check this out now. The Terran's got no gear selection. There's a hydraulic issue with the clutch. It is engaging, and it does select first and second and so forth now. There's a time where it may not again, so I don't know what this is. So as I got to the event, and I was parked up for, it was, 3 days, and got in it to go home, no gear at all. So it got me there, and then it gave up. So I count that as luck. I count that as blessings, even though I had to get recovered home. Got recovered home, come off the low loader, I checked the gears, and they're all working again as if nothing's wrong. So I'm like, okay, it's not the clutch, that tells me that. It's some release bearing pressure, it's not your, you know, so wow. Thank you. Yeah, I got recovered back and it's now working. I'll get it looked into. But we did say we give blessings and thanks for stuff, and we don't get angry, and we don't, you know, cuss and swear and feel, you know, hard done by, because there's a lot worse off, guys. And this isn't really bad in this grand scheme of things. You buy a second-hand iron horse and you travel a lot, then you need to have some kind of breakdown assistance. Yeah, it'd be great. I gave the AA man a good chat. I told him about such and such Mason, the CEO of the AA, and how he gets the revenue from all the PCNs from the traffic enforcement agencies, and how they manage that and what they do. So that was an interesting little story for him, as I was in a 2-week-old brand new 18-plate AA recovery, and I'm like, you guys have got too much money. Too much money. I should be giving you a national insurance number and saying, I'm broken down, collect me, take this insurance number and recover me on that. I don't need no AA insurance. I've already got assurance via this document, number, trust, but I can't be authorised to use that and act and draw upon it and discharge, because I haven't done the stuff, as I've said on the common law emergency video in Friday. So check that, understanding a stand overstand, and yeah, it's all to be doing, guys. All to be doing. Yeah, help me to help you. Give me nudges and messages. I haven't got too much to do here. I do need to touch base with Stan and Becky. I need to send out the water. Kerry, I remember, I don't know if you're on tube. Someone called Lisa, Becky, Kerry, and the guys that I gave it to at the event. Please try it out and be careful with it, as we've said. And Rob, nice to meet you, my brother. I'm glad we finally did. Well done for making it. Sorry for the directions and how it was, but we had to be quite careful with it for obvious reasons, and you can feel safe and secure in any event that Sovereign Paralegals, the trust, or our private, you know, society puts out there. You know, at least you've seen it now. So there's a good 10 points to be going on with it, which need at least an hour each to talk about. So we've got 10 hours of topic there. For various bits of which may interest you. All are deadly serious, all relate to one another, all are about debt, fiction, deceiving, prophecy, legacy, lies, deception, technology, Hollywood, marriage, signing, license, council tax, body corporate, you know, trust, equity. It is massive. I just take what you want from it, comment accordingly, and expect me to be back probably tomorrow. I'm going to be heavy under load now with administrative, telephone and things like that. I just wanted to say hello, touch base, say thank you, and convey. Oh, my tummy's rumbling now. We need food. Yeah, got ya. What's gone showing that lot saying? I'll get back to that later. Excellent interaction, guys. Peace and love. We're done then. Thank you. Alright, so just say great. Got anything you want to share or say, get it posted in the relevant places. Message, and please await anybody else that urgently needs. I'll get to you as soon as I can, and you have all the resources you should need in the meantime. Alright, so 25 fist bumps. Let's do it. I'll see you later. Thank you.